fans to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So happy you've joined us. And Richard. And Richard. And the Spurs start out with the ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Manu are the backcourt. McDyess and Duncan, they're inside. And it's Jefferson in at the three. Now here's Jefferson. Pushes up. Hammers it home.
That was vicious. I mean, real vicious. He hung on the rim just to say, you realize this is my basket, don't you?
Yeah, that is a nice finishing touch.
Yeah, just finishing with a little emphasis, guys. Nothing wrong with that.
On defense, San Antonio. Number 14. He's covered by Ginobili. To the middle. Just 4 to shoot. Number 17 gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, adding a few more pump fakes is what he is instructing his inside players to do. They are facing a good shot-blocking team, and if they can keep them guessing on when to jump, they'll be in a better position to get uncontested looks at the hoop. Not an easy thing to do with a shot blocker hanging around, Kevin.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like, Clark.
Yeah, well, it's a tall task when you take on a team as sound defensively as they are, so you just have to be sharp in your execution.
Steve?
Yeah, you got to be sharp, but you also have to attack. I mean, if you're not aggressive against this team, they're going to take control of you, and all of a sudden, they'll have control of the game.
Number 14. He's covered by Ginobili. Snatched away.
Excellent steal that time. Pesky defensive play on his part.
Here's Duncan. Takes it up. Lays it up and banks it in.
Defensively, you have to get a body on somebody every time down the floor.
Here's Richard. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Pulls from the top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And not really the guy you want taking that shot there.
Jefferson picks him up. Takes it right up. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Ginobili the pass to Duncan. Dishes it to Splitter. The monster one-hand slam.
You know, I'm not big on fancy. Hey, if you can make it happen, make it happen. Effective is what's important.
Doesn't matter how you get the points, right, Clark?
That's right.
As long as you get them, Steve.
Yeah. Put them in the hole. 2-2-2.
Yeah, exactly right. Just get it done.
Good ball movement. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here comes Tony Parker. Jefferson with the 3. No good.
You know, guys, people talk about jumping ability, but positioning so important. And you can out-rebound much bigger guys when you get inside position.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow motion, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He wasn't quick enough on his release, it would appear. Looks like the ball was still in his fingertips as the clock went off.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by... Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. 8-point game. And Richard. Three-pointer. The shot is off. Now San Antonio the other way. And they're moving it up. So with Ginobili sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Blair and Duncan down low. Tony Parker is out there with Gary Neal. And it's McDyess in at the small forward. And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Trailing by 10. Number 17. He's guarded by Blair. For the three. Count the bucket.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Greg Popovich has talked often about where he would be without the likes of Tim Duncan. He said that having a superstar that's willing to be coached makes all the difference in the world. And he knows a lot of his success is based on Tim Duncan saying, I would be coaching a third-grade team somewhere in America. Not sure that's true, guys, but it's nice to see a coach with 4 rings stay that humble. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. I would say Coach Popovich sold himself a little bit short. He's a very humble guy and very well respected.
He sure is. And he knows how much Duncan does out there, but we all know what a great coach Pop is.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Tony Parker. Here's Neal. Pass to Blair. There's the dish to Ginobili. Left side Jefferson. There's the triple. No good. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Jumps up. Good work defensively by Ginobili.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Here's Neal. Shot clock at 5. On deep. Ginobili. Second shot opportunity. McDyess dishes to Blair. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Number 5. He's covered by Ginobili. This one for 3. That one goes. Count it. He's got 6.
Simply said, it's going to take a much better effort than that, son, on a shooter like him.
Passes it to Neal. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
They strike right back with a 3 of their